it soon enough. It's before 5 o'clock. Definitely gonna have at least 3 hours. Let's go. I got distracted by Leapfrog again. I was playing Pokemon Pinball. I thought I could catch a Horsey, but wow. Horsey seems to be ridiculously rare. I caught like 10 Pokemon on Seafoam Islands. Not a single Horsey. I eventually decided, screw it, I'm going into continue mode, and I got almost all my achievements in Cave Story Mega Drive instead. Yeah, good morning. Yesterday was very awesome. We managed to beat the second cliff fight. I should probably take a shower going by those feet. Wait, come to think of, I think I already took a shower. Have his feet become scarred because I never wear shoes? Is that a thing? That can't be a thing. Also, I forgot to start recording. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think his feet are just permanently black now. He's been walking without shoes so long. Also, I just got 10 EX grenade number zeros. I have not showered in a while. Please, or his feet are just black. These are what his feet are now. Jesus. What have I done? So, yeah, turns out this is a thing. I'm guessing it's because I was walking without feet so long. Walking without shoes so long. Like, eventually his feet just get messed up. Or maybe it was because I was walking around, like, tar with my shoes off, maybe? I don't know. Either way, something's gone horribly wrong. Yeah, morning everybody. Everybody's here now. So yeah, back to normal deliveries today. Shouldn't have any boss fights for a while.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. They don't want a repeat of last year. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were there.
Oh, no boss fights? Yeah, we just finished one. Yeah, I was actually sort of hoping maybe get the entire rest of the game done in one stream. Probably not going to happen because I started streaming so late because I suck.
All weapons will remain locked until departure.
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination. Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the Cairo network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close.
Also, congratulations on the spaghetti, Gladion.
Family is being held captive.
I've actually got yogurt, once again, and after the yogurt.
Across the tar one more knot we need you to tie.
Ooh. Actually,
Get it done.
this yogurt pack... no, I think it's just air bubbles in the sticker. Yeah, it's just air bubbles in the sticker. For a second, I thought the yogurt pack itself was malformed. That's a bad sign. But nah, it's just bad stickering.
Second, Mama's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Yeah, they actually do the timer thing with Hartman multiple times. Are you gonna upload this run on YouTube when it's finished? Yes, and also I'm going to make a VG Myths episode. Actually, I just realized, I feel like the brightness is a little bit off. Oh well. What is the best yogurt? Yogurt flavored yogurt. Oh god, that's right. We've got a lot of stuff in here. Like, I think... Not sure why I have so many blood bags, but some of the stuff was like, items they gave me that I was like, no. Yeah, we are delivering Mama once again. Or at least Mama's, is it Ka? I forget which one is Ka or Ha. They're basically the same thing, like one letter away.
Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingen's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us.
Okay, it's Ha, and Ka is the soul. Best Kaon girl. I forget her name, but the best one is the best one. It's been a while since I watched Kaon. I need to read the manga first.
Footwear condition critical. Please replace immediately.
Ritsu? Yes, it's Ritsu. Okay. His lab is actually decently close. It's just like right over these mountains.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
The movie is really good. Never seen it. I need to read the manga first. I've only seen season 1 of the anime. Because I was stupid, and I was dumb. And I was like, I don't need to read the manga before I watch the anime. What do you think I am? Some kind of person who does things correctly? Morning, Talame. Do you take myth requests? People shout them at me all the time, but I don't like... I have no system in place for taking requests, and it is extremely ridiculously unlikely that I will ever do your specific request unless it's super awesome and a game that I've already played and love. Stop bleeding all over the place? It's not my fault! It's Sam's feet's fault. Okay, whoa, gotta be careful. I don't want to damage this corpse. Morning, Lively. No, dagnabbit. Oh my god, dagnabbit. Okay, I'll take it slow.
What the worst?
Strange, you don't remember this mission at all? I mean, it's like a pretty important plot mission. This is when you meet Hartman. Also, Mama's corpse actually factors into... What's that noise? What's that noise? Huh? Han?
Might be time for a new parachute.
Oh, Dagnabbit. Dagnabbit! Han, you distracted me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh my god. What's that noise? Are you hungry? Hi. Hi. Are you hungry, Han? Meow? Meow? Yeah. You're a cat. You're a hungry cat.
Give me a break.
Let's get cat food for the cat. Meow. Oh my gosh, you're such a mound. I know. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, it's food. Cat food.
Not a moment too soon.
Okay, good morning. Oh god. Oh, that's right. If you put the controller down, eventually Sam tries to go to sleep. That would be bad.
Well, let's get this show on the road.
What was that noise? I mean, not the... It's the other... Yep, it was just spam. It's gone 4 a.m. and I'm watching a guy mindlessly walk up a mountain instead of sleeping? I mean, I feel like I'm mindfully walking up a mountain instead of sleeping.
Fuck this.
Oh. Okay, maybe it's not so mindful. Sam disagrees. When will we get Han face reveal? Unknown. Ask later. This seems so ludicrous it shouldn't be possible. I mean, it's definitely quote-unquote possible. The entire idea is, do the minimal that is possible. Therefore, it is possible. Or do you mean just walking up the side of a mountain like this, that's like this steep? Yeah, okay, maybe that. Okay, almost there. Oh yeah, not only are we climbing up this steep mountain with no climbing equipment, we're also doing it with a human body on our back. That's gotta add to the difficulty just a little bit. Who is on your back, Mama? Also, spoilers. But don't worry, she's still, alive, quote-unquote. It's a little complicated. She and Lochna are the same person now. They used to be psychically linked twins. And then, after Mama's spirit left her body, you know, she went over to Lochna's body, and they were like, hey, let's just hang out here. Okay, we're the same person now. It's their excuse for having Mama still do all of the tutorial stuff. If she's alive, shouldn't there be like an air hole or something for them to breathe through? No, this body is dead. Mama's soul has left this body and is now in Lochna's. They share a body now. Wait, are there two sets of stairs? Oh my god, I always go up the other set of stairs because that's how my forklifts are set up. I forgot this set of stairs even existed. Yeah, I always come up from over that way. This mom was alive in the fact that there's still some part of her, but she's dead. Yeah, keep in mind, Death Stranding, the lines between the living and the dead are blurred. Likewise, the lines for the characters themselves are blurred. I mean, look at Sam. He's died how many times?
Complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
First playthrough? This is a challenge run. I have already done a first playthrough. No worries about that. Good morning, Chev. Keep in mind that this is fiction. Whoa, Steven. Excuse me. If you paid attention to the Death Stranding lore, it specifically says they received this video game from the future. They used a time machine. It's a documentary. They made a documentary for the PlayStation 4 50 years after the PS4 was out of date.
Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
What is your mini challenge? I wouldn't call it a mini challenge. I have it written in the description. Basically, it's minimalist. I'm not allowed to use things. before we do that... what? Oh, dang it, whoops! I messed up. You're not allowed to leave now that you've successfully delivered the body. You have to deliver, like,
Please proceed
actually
to the
deliver
facility
it.
with the cadaver.
Oh no, I got here too late. I got the ending where Hartman dies. Aw, crap. Ugh. This was supposed to be a true ending run. I messed up. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to do this whole thing again. You gotta be pretty fast to keep Hartman alive. Yeah, you have to get to this part of the game within 20 minutes to get here before Hartman dies. But yeah, don't worry. He dies a lot. It's not a big deal.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please, lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on
Oh,
the beach
21 minutes. I'm sorry.
and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the scene an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Oh, so you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If
Yay!
death
I
was
got 20 likes!
united, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing we were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looked more like BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Yeah, Hartman keeps doing that. I love
apologize
him.
if our
Free
conversation is
EXP.
short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think
A game theory, dagnabbit.
strength?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help.
Evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be the hardest part of the run. I'm just gonna wait patiently. Normally, there's like a mini game here. You examine things in the room. You just look around Hartman's room, and he gives you likes, like just out of courtesy, because he likes that, you know, you're trying to get to know him while you wait. But nah, let's just hang out here with Hartman's dead corpse. How are all your days going? I already sort of mentioned earlier, I played a bit of Pokemon Pinball, Cave Story Mega Drive. That's right, there are 2 dead corpses in here! Look, we're hanging out with Mama! Yeah! We've got a party up in here! Boomin is playing Pokemon. What a dead party! Oust your permaband, that's too good. You're right, yep. Steven's right, we've got 2.5 dead corpses. We can't forget about Lou. How close are we to the end? A decent ways. I've got a point of the game that I'm planning on stopping. And then next stream will be the last stream, hopefully. Jeez Louise, champ manners? Wait, what about manners? Did I do something? I'm eating sunflower seeds. Is that unmanners? Oh, because I forgot Lou. Okay. I was worried like the sunflower seeds were making uncomfortable noises. What is the challenge? Minimalist. I recommend reading the description for more info. What is the plot? I recommend playing the video game Death Stranding for more info. There's a lot of baggage at this point in the game.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. Oh, Death Stranding, of course. But
Kojima
also,
advertising his favorite
21
movies.
minutes I spend here. All downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me.
Yay! I got likes for some reason. Not Sam, me!
Read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident, too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the 2 void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam?
Yes, you do. Don't lie.
Cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back?
I guess, you know, he's not obligated, but still.
There's a prepper-owned station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Armory. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
I'm pretty sure that was not actually 3 minutes. Kojima's playing fast and loose with time here. I'm also pretty sure this cutscene wasn't 21 minutes long. You know, from the time he woke up.
The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Don't do that. Sam is a good person? I don't know. I'm conflicted. Okay, Hartman thinks he's a good person. Or rather, Hartman thought he was a good person. It was the last thing he ever thought.
You can grab the
Ah, jeez. It's gonna take forever for Hartman to clean all this up, and it's not like he has that much time to work with.
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edge Knot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
Okay. So yeah. We're basically just gonna do exactly what he said. Just take both of these at the same time to the geologist. Of course, one is an antimatter bomb. That's gonna be a little bit, I might want to be a bit careful.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now,
Yeah, we're using an antimatter bomb for archaeology now.
high-yield explosives.
Death Stranding is a good universe.
Make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what.
No, wait, paleontology, not archaeology. I'm sorry. Those are different things.
Indispensable gear for cold weather operations, especially.
Yep, nope. Sorry, can't.
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll definitely be carrying this one on my back. I hope you don't mind. I'm also combining it with a couple other boxes. We're kind of approaching the edge of our weight here, so we are actually going to trip way more often.
Order assigned.
Actually, let me just double check. Yeah, we're good. Just wanted to make sure no cutscenes through, like, equipment on me. You're gonna trip more often with the bomb on your back? Yeah, basically. But that's gonna be bad, so I'm gonna try not to trip. Yeah, the thing I wanted to bring Mama out here for, though, I completely forgot, and it was too late. One last hot spring. I mean, it's not a hot spring. It's just like, you know, a pool, a hot pool. A quote-unquote spa. I wonder if in the sequel we'll actually get to build structures on the beach. Is that what this painting is for? What if this painting is actually like foreshadowing Death Stranding 2? You'll actually be able to explore the beach and build structures there. I bet Hartman never even used this since he'd drown. I like to imagine he comes up here for like a few minutes. No, he does have that thing to warn him in advance. The tricky part is not getting it wet, because I'm gonna imagine you don't want to get that thing wet. Will you redo this challenge when the sequel arrives? God, no. I'll just do it in the sequel.
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death, extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with a real McCoy.
Oh, that is a ringtone? Actually, I think that's a ringtone specifically for when Hartman is calling you. And yeah, I think he plays that song while he's dead. Like he plays it for every 3-minute cycle? Because it was playing, during those 3-minute cycles. And it's also the ringtone when he calls people. And apparently he can do that. Instead of, the person setting up the ringtone, he sets up the ringtone for himself. I'm new to this stream? Good morning, Derp. Oop. Yeah, can't jump up this one.
Walked up worse.
Did Norman say sex is one of those things that he can't fit into a 21-minute schedule? I mean, he was speaking more broadly, not that he necessarily does that. Like, he said, no, not that I have to worry about those. And he specifically said intercourse, not sex. Though he did allude to sex. Yeah, I'm guessing he has not had any romantic partners since beginning his trips to the beach. Given that would make it pretty awkward if, he found his wife and daughter and he was like, by the way, I found a girlfriend. She'll be coming too whenever she dies. But until then, we're together at last. Wait, is Hartman immortal? Depends on how you define immortal, but no, he is not a repatriate, if that's what you're asking. He just has a device that stops and restarts his heart. And in Death Stranding lore, if your heart stops, then yeah, you're dead enough to go to the beach. Okay. Almost to the other side of the mountain. Oh no! The container for my antimatter bomb is ruined! Now if I drop the antimatter bomb, it's gonna double explode! If he dies of old age, the machine could bring him back to life. I mean, keep in mind, it's probably not healthy to stop your heart and restart it, like, even once. He is probably drastically lowering his life expectancy in general. One of these days, his heart's not gonna beat back up like it's supposed to. Of course, he has a magic sci-fi heart, so, you know, who knows. Whoa! Oh no, the wind! The wind got me! Well, one day he might find his family? It's actually, you know, kind of sad. Like, going by, like, he even tells you, it seems like everybody has a different beach. He's doing something that the odds of actually finding his family are, like, ridiculously low, because they theoretically aren't even in the beach that he's exploring to begin with. So how is he possibly going to find them? But he doesn't seem to care. You know, he has to try anyway. He said his beach is connected to others? Oh, he did? Okay, okay, so he has a super duper special beach or something? I missed that, I'm sorry, I should have paid more attention. Don't ask me about Death Stranding lore. Clearly I'm an idiot. Speaking of, I walked up to this part of the mountain with an antimatter bomb on my back.
You should learn to listen to your body, old man.
He said something about following the footprints of his family. Okay. Okay, so he has even fancier sci-fi magic than the usual sci-fi magic. Okay. Oh, God. Paleontologist, God. Oh. Oh, God. That could have been bad. Oh my God, why? Just keep them on screen all the time, dagnabbit. Give me the option to remove them. Don't just auto-remove them without asking me. Why not go around the mountain? That's what I've been doing, just not very well. Keep in mind, I'm like in the mountains. The only way to walk around the mountain is to walk up another mountain. So it's not like a foolproof plan there. You just have to press L1 and release to make them show up? I'm tapping L1 and releasing and they're not just showing up. I have to go into compass mode. Ooh. How far through the game are we? We are at the last set of deliveries. Like the normal gameplay loop deliveries. I'm actually planning on ending the stream after I finish this last loop. And then the final stream, it'll basically be 99% cutscenes, the final stream. But it will have the last potentially hard parts in it too. So next episode, you're just going to be watching a movie? Yep. Don't forget Vietnam. I mean, I literally said the last parts will be in the last stream. The words I say are the words I mean. What? Sam. Damn it. Okay. Think we're probably good now? I meant more about the probability that the next stream is final stream. Oh yeah, it's going to be the final stream. Don't worry. We already have a strategy, and it's going to work, and you're not going to tell me otherwise.
Might be time for a new pair of shoes.
I remember when I was worried that sound clip about needing a new pair of shoes was going to be playing constantly. No, he only says it occasionally. I won't tell you it won't work, but you can't make me tell you it will work either. Every single person in the chat right now is required to say it will work. Otherwise, I am permabanning you. Go.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not.
Thank you, Rockman.
But then I've done nothing but worry of late.
Thank you, World Destroying.
You doom sufferers see that end of days stuff.
Thank you, Crit. Thank you, SD.
Possibility of chiral contamination.
I mean, I guess thank you, SD.
Just lucky we caught it before the suicide.
Else?
Not an option.
I think I'm going to have to permaban you, Else. That's too inconclusive.
It's not just my life. You're saving.
Thank you, random guy.
It's my life's work.
Thank you, Yellow.
If I'd ever see these meds.
Boomin is permaban now. Thank you, Faxon. It, quote-unquote, will work. Oh my god. Do I permaban you or not? Because now you're quotation marksing this.
Oh, yes. Right then. If you'd do the honors.
You never said anything about using quotation marks.
Just like that, I'm in UCA.
I didn't say anything about using quotation marks. However, I did say a thing about communicating ideas.
Prove once for all that
I,
that's what it is.
I hate the whole lawyer speak thing. It's all about communicating the ideas. You know what I said. Doesn't matter if you can twist around the literal meaning of the words that I said.
Of an ancient Death Stranding. Chiral matter.
Why are you carrying a fetus?
Long before the dawn of
That's Lou.
is proof of that. Look at this, Sam.
I'm glad I could answer your
Do you see
question.
that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes caused frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotaculite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of Chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Sorry, Sam, you've still got that bomb on your back. You're not allowed to rest. Oop. Okay, no, they don't have anything. Wait, why does he have a bomb on his back? Paleontology. We need this antimatter bomb for paleontology.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh god, the beeping? Yep, the beeping's back. Although I am walking up a hill now, so I'm gonna have to stop for a second. What is minimalist? I recommend reading the description. So the image of Sam being a nice schoolgirl skipping along with a bomb making beeping noises on his back as he does is kinda hilarious. I don't think Sam legally counts as a schoolgirl. So that's the only thing that's a little bit inaccurate there. However, he is going to a paleontologist right now. He is traveling to learn. This is something of a school field trip. If you want to get real technical. Also, I do want to point out, there are a lot of reviews that, like, hate this game because it's so easy to trip. I'm intentionally trying to trip most of the time, and I can't manage it. I just feel like that needs to be said. Ooh, 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 hoo, hoo. Almost collided with that wall. Oh god. I just realized something that might be a problem in the coming section. We have to go into a Vogue pit. I'm pretty sure if you fall asleep in a Vogue pit, you auto-die. How much time we have in the Vogue pit depends on our stamina. What is that? Noxious gas. I'm wondering if there's a spa nearby, at least? I don't recall there being a spa that's, like, close enough to the paleontologist, though. Unconscious there gives a game over? Wait, what? Wait, truly? A game over. You don't just die, you get a game over explicitly. Like, you don't just get revived. Like, repatriated. Like, is it a permanent game over? Because if Sam repatriates, he immediately goes unconscious again or something? He gets stuck in an endless loop? A fate worse than death? Probably because of the bomb on his back? I won't have the bomb on my back then, though.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. All weapons will remain locked until departure.
Well, I guess we'll see if you're lying. Hopefully I don't have to grab all the cargo. I can just grab one and just run in really quickly.
Delivering cargo.
Much appreciated, friend. Thanks to you, we can finally move ahead with the dig. I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated.
Yes, this antimatter bomb is going to make everything better around here.
Tell you. You did it after all. Though I can't for the life of me imagine how.
Just save before the dip? I mean, the game auto-saves constantly. The problem is, will I actually be able to get all the stuff, period, ever, under any
You
circumstances?
can set up the chiral network.
I think I should be able to just grab one thing. I'm hoping that this is one of the ones where you can just get any amount of cargo. You don't have to get all of it. Actually, come to think of it, is this one even required? Maybe this is an optional recovery. Maybe we can just not do it. No, wait, we do, because it has the umbilical cord in it. That's right. I think that's also why we need to get all of them, because he doesn't know which one has the umbilical cord in it.
Anyway, as it turns out, Sam Bridges, I have a favor to ask. A local porter was on his way here with something very valuable, but dropped it en route. It's a 200-million-year-old ammonite, which looks, he says, almost as if it were still alive. He apparently stumbled across it in a boulder field, which had previously been hidden beneath a glacier, but that's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord. An umbilical cord. Color me skeptical, but the specimen merits study, and I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur. So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and
and bring it here to me. Naturally, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity, which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does a dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment. Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord. The cargo was supposedly lost in the area to the southwest, where toxic gases have a tendency to build up. Old Mr. Reliable claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment. But you could track it down. To protect you against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen mask. Just to be safe. You can pick it up when you accept the order.
That fossil could represent an epochal discovery. While there are examples of viviparous fish, an ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end Triassic extinction, another one of the big five. Could the umbilical cord be connected to the beach? We must recover that cargo at all costs. It could provide a vital clue to the mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close. So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon. Hurry, Sam. We cannot risk that ammonite being lost.
New order available. Please
Okay.
access delivery terminal for further information.
So yeah, first we rest to get our stamina back, and then we pray. So wait, will I get permanent stamina back by... I don't think so. I think the permanent stamina only goes back up to 1 bar. I have a cheap Novg of any SNES Classic. It cost me $20 to make the most likely, but I'm enjoying the classic games. You know, you could just not... If you're getting, like, an illegal knockoff, you could also just not and just pirate the games to begin with. Just putting that out there.
No more.
Why is the entire world called Death Stranding? It's not. It's called Earth. What? It's just a video game. It's not actually real life. It's a documentary about the future. It's just a documentary about the future. It's not technically real life. It's the same way that, you know, a geology textbook isn't real life. It's just talking about real life. Now, wait a sec. Is it actually based on... Okay, no, wait. Holding my breath is related to stamina. But then I think while I'm in the VOG, it uses the consciousness gauge, which is based on my HP. So... I think we can work with this.
No one's home.
Your feet are covered in frostbite? Is that why Sam's feet got, messed up? Like, his toes are, like, noticeably discolored in the private room. Is that, like, frostbite? Because I was walking without shoes on in the mountains? Spend a long time in the mountains and Sam gets frostbite regardless of shoes? Really? Because I never saw his feet being discolored on my main playthrough at all, ever.
weapons restrictions lifted.
Wait. I forgot to take the order. I'm too lazy to walk back up there. Doesn't Death Stranding come out on PC? Yes, it's coming out later this year as an Epic Game Store exclusive. Quote-unquote exclusive. PC exclusive. Nope. Sorry. Oh, I have to accept it.
Order assigned.
Oh! Did loading my game make my feet stop bleeding? I think loading my game made my feet stop bleeding. What if I save my game while I'm in the VOG? Will that refill my stamina and my consciousness gauge, maybe?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
So many ideas. Don't think you can save in dangerous situations? I'm gonna think I can save in dangerous situations whether you want me to or not. Australia, here we are. North America. I need to go watch Walrus Guy again. Oh, no, it's only catch breath. I wanna sleep again just to get that little bit of health back.
Oh, that's right. Just sit here for a second and meditate.
So how would a minimalist run work? I recommend reading the description first. What caused the phantom babies? I recommend playing Death Stranding first. We need a trip counter just to see how much we trip. The game actually does have a stat counter. Unfortunately, it does not count tripping. It only counts full-on, quote-unquote, tumbles. And even that, it doesn't count, like, bumping into a wall. And it also doesn't count getting hit by, like, a boss attack. It's, like, only a handful of the tripping animations. Or rather, a handful of the falling over animations count for tumbles. I feel like you should put in that in the title, explanation, and description. Even if I did, people would still ask. We've done it before. I've had it literally on the screen, and it didn't stop people. And honestly, I don't like, you know, making the stream worse for everyone just to not help anyone. Come on. Come on. Okay.
God damn it.
Got a couple. Got 3 of them. 3 out of 5. Wasn't that 2? I have 3 of them on my back. So... Oh no! One is a double-sized one! There's... Nope. I got 2 of them. I hadn't realized some are different sizes. This went very well. This went extremely well. And I guess we see what happens now. Failed to escape dangerous terrain. That's it! Wow! Okay. We've got to get in there and get out in one go. See, I told you. Yeah, you told me and I didn't believe you. You should have told me more convincingly. Thank you for the warning, truly.
Sam, beware of the bog out there.
Yeah, I'm bewaring. Don't worry.
Put on an oxygen mask pronto.
Luckily, they're all sort of like in the center area. So it's not the super biggest deal. Could I actually get out of the Vogue by going this way, maybe? Is that a thing? I'm not sure that's a thing. Dang it! Hold breath? I did. I ran out of breath to hold. Hold someone else's breath. Ooh, there's a potential strategy. Okay, that'll at least, you know, very slightly help me on, like, losing stamina.
Sam, beware of the bog out there. If it gets hard to breathe, you put on an oxygen mask pronto.
Oh, come on! That's not how falling works. Oh. If you stop holding your breath too late, then he just stops in place for like an hour. What if you stagger your breath holding? I mean, I'm trying things. Don't worry too much about shouting suggestions until I've been stuck here for an hour.
Sam, beware of the fog out there. If it gets hard to breathe, you put on an oxygen mask pronto.
Come on, get up there. Come on, Sam, you can do it. You can do it, get up there. Oh my god, come on. You can get up there, it's fine. Go. Could you do multiple trips? I already have. Also, remember what I just said about wait till I've been stuck here for an hour before shouting suggestions?
Sam, beware of the fog out there. If it gets hard to breathe, you put on an oxygen mask pronto.
Okay, I think I tricked the game or something by, oh my god. Dagnabbit. Like, I was jumping and it thought I was holding my breath during it, but then I failed to do the ledge grab. Just give me a second. Yep, it doesn't let me save here. Are you allowed to drink? Nope. Well, since you almost got it with that amount of stamina, it should be doable at higher stamina. I mean, actually, more logically, if I almost did it at that amount of stamina, then it should be doable with exactly this amount of stamina. All I have to do is not suck. Oh, that's bad. Come on. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh. Ah, yay! We did it! Ah! One, two, three, four. Wait. One. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have them all. Cool.
Almost there.
Hi there, first time watching this stream. Love the things you do here on VDMS, though I must ask if the money has been all worth the sanity you've lost during the challenges. I enjoy doing the challenges, so... The enjoyment is worth doing it, let alone the money. Of course, mostly it's worth the money. I do love the money. Yeah, good morning. How is it going? Nimble. How long did that take? Like, 2 minutes. Not like the super most roadblock, but it was a slight question mark for a second.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked.
Have you lost your toenails? Or did you not do that? I have not done that. I was told that that doesn't do anything. Does that actually do something? Valite, tell me, does that actually do something? And nobody was bothering to tell me that, like, if you take your toenails out, you'll never bleed again? I just got here and haven't seen any of the recent streams. What's this challenge? Minimalist. I recommend reading the description first.
You found it. Let me see.
I haven't played Death Stranding. It was just disgusting. Oh, okay.
Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily, even.
You had an alright day? Yes, I had an alright day. And I'm glad you're doing alright. What gave you the idea for this challenge? I loved Death Stranding and I wanted to do a challenge run of it immediately, and Minimalist just seemed like the most natural thing.
I sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Hartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar. It lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collector.
Did you cause any void outs? No, but I've died a lot.
Deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Okay, this is just from a BT area, so it's easy. Okay, I do need all of the containers.
That there's a handgun configured to fire hermetic rounds. Bullets loaded with your own blood. Should do some damage to any BTs you come across. The gun draws blood from your body, or any bags on hand, to fill its cartridges when in use. Length of the trigger pull determines the amount loaded into the next round. Longer pulls mean more blood and more potential damage.
Yeah, no, I'm not using it. I don't care. Whoops! Oh, okay, I just grabbed the 5 dropped things and then I carry this with me. Okay. Can you use EX grenade number 1s? No. If it's a thing that we equip, then we can't use it. Unless, of course, the game explicitly requires it.
Restrictions lifted.
If I remember correctly, still, the only point in the entire game we've ever needed to use an equipment item was the very first BT boss fight. Like, it just doesn't take damage from anything other than hematic grenades. What is BT? I recommend playing Death Stranding. Speaking of the BT boss fights, how did you deal with the lion outside Mama's place? I just walked away. It's extremely easy to walk away. It barely even tries to attack you. Like, just walk in any direction. Preferably the direction opposite the lion. I don't think it even, like, did one attack. It just politely waited for me to get out of there. And unlike the first boss fight, you're not, like, locked in by invisible walls. You're allowed to just run away. In fact, Mama even tells you, I believe, to run away. Like, she explicitly says, just run. Don't bother doing the boss fight. Can you do that with the whale? I'm pretty sure you can't just walk past the whale. I'm guessing there's an invisible wall at the end. Now, luckily and unluckily, I think the whale is going to be in the same boat. We won't be able to damage it except with blood weaponry. Same thing with another boss fight that's going to be coming up sometime soon. Why do you need blood weaponry? I recommend playing Death Stranding. What's this talk about a whale? Spoilers. I'm sorry. What if you don't have a PS4? Wait for the PS5. I would say get a PS4, but at this point, no, just wait for the wait for the PS5. It's gonna be fully backwards, or at least I think there was a quote recently where they said most PS4 games were gonna be backwards compatible and not all, and I'm kind of worried about that. What do you mean most? Do you mean most as in, like, how most Xbox 360 games work on the Xbox One, or most Xbox games work on the 360? Because most means barely any. All the good ones are left behind. Would you believe that Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball can't be played on an Xbox 360? It has to be played on an original Xbox. That means if I want to play Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, I have no choice but to explain to my girlfriend, I'm sorry, but we need an original model Xbox so that I can play Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Somehow I don't think she's going to approve. There we go. There's all 4. Wait for the PS5 to get discounted PS4s? No, get the PS5. I mean, I guess you could get a discounted PS4 if you're okay with missing out on both PS5 games and PS3 games and PS2 games and PS1 games, because it's going to be backwards compatible with everything, and PSP and PS Vita. Don't forget about those, because they're going to work on the PS5. We know for a fact. Might be an opt-in kind of deal, or older games might have some code that makes it harder to emulate or something. I'm really hoping... I'm hoping it's an opt-out thing. The publisher has to explicitly opt out. Because the problem with Xbox One, its backwards compatibility with 360 games, is opt-in. And like a big problem with that is obscure games. If the publisher doesn't care at all, they're not going to opt in. Also, if the publisher literally doesn't exist anymore, they're definitely not going to opt in. Like, they didn't want to step on people's toes, so that they could sell remasters instead of, you know, letting people just buy and play the game like usual. But, it heavily limited the games that would end up coming over. So yeah, hopefully it's like an opt-out thing. I think because of legal reasons, opt-out would not work well for them. Thing is, I'm pretty sure legally, anybody who released a game on the PS4 has no say whatsoever in whether or not Sony releases anything that plays PS4 games. I mean, the courts have even cited, you know, emulation is legal completely, even for people who don't have the rights to the at all to the console or anything. So legally, I don't think they'd get into any trouble. I think the main thing was that they were worried about, you know, publishers being like, hey, we wanted to sell those games twice. Why are you taking away our ability to double dip? So yeah, there would be no legal issues even if they didn't have any rules in place, and it was just fully backwards compatible. At least going by the history of backwards compatible consoles. It's more of a not even public relations, private corporation. Well, technically they're not private corporations, you know what I mean. It's corporation relations. As opposed to, like, legal stuff. That is true! That's right, you don't have to do anything illegal to get into legal trouble. Even if legal precedent is on your side, you can still get sued. Wow. Wow. Great. That's the best death so far. Void out, void out, void out, void out. If you die normally, you don't void out. Because, I mean, what are the ghosts gonna do? Touch my dead corpse? They're not gonna get anything out of that. So, is my cargo still okay? Yeah, 42 damage, 13 damage. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's try that again. And hope exactly the same thing doesn't happen. There we go. This was, of course, all strategy. Now I have full health. I mean, I spawned with full health. I don't have full health anymore. Oh, good! That's right. I completely forgot. If they get a glimpse of me, I go into adrenaline rush mode, which means I can hold my breath for a ridiculous amount longer. Cool. I was worried that my lack of stamina was gonna, like, you know, be a deal breaker here. Actually, it's probably a good strategy to let them see me, just because I can move a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. It's okay, everything's fine. God, he moves so much faster. Sam, you need to think you're gonna die more often. What happened when you fell with the baby in your mouth? I died. Turns out it's a bad idea to fall when you have a baby in your mouth. What gave you the idea for this challenge? I was playing Death Stranding and I was thinking, hey, I love Death Stranding. I want to do a challenge run of Death Stranding. That's it. In general, this game is, like, ridiculously mechanically dense. And, you know, it like, just constantly drip feeds you new equipment and therefore new mechanics. Like, all over the place. So, it's just natural. Well, what if you play Death Stranding without anything? At all. Ever. Question, in Death Stranding, could you go into the rain, guns blazing, and mow down the BTs? Yes, actually. By this point in the game, you have more than enough weaponry to just take down every BT you see. No issues whatsoever. Like, basically, the moment you get hematic grenades, that's it. BTs are not a threat anymore. You can kill them all before they have a chance to get you. Oh, that's right. Now that I'm out there. Whee! Oh yeah, the moment you get grenades, BTs are never a challenge. The moment you get, the, blood cuffs, then it's just insulting. Okay, we are almost done with this round of deliveries. Ah, ah, ah! I stopped the person from getting kidnapped today? Oh, that's good. Good job, I guess.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. All weapons will remain.
I mean, I use self-control.
Cargo verified.
Okay, that's a little bit less impressive. You're supposed to sort of just do that every day. Yeah, please don't make jokes like that.
Delivering cargo.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this. May I have a look? Not a scratch on it, and the tar inside is safe and secure. You do not disappoint, my friend.
Yeah, I died, sure, but still an S rank. I will receive more likes. Cool. Completely useless.
Now, connect me to the chiral network. That's where my studies will truly begin.
Yeah, if you don't play online, you can't get bridge link levels at all.
Thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes, such as these, invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself. If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar. Evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you later.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the chiral relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here, I would be most grateful.
Good work. New order available.
Yeah, Beagle? The statement that you just made, I kind of get the impression you haven't played Death Stranding, or not that much, because that's not what happens in the game. You're describing a different scenario than the game's basic plot synopsis.
Well, at least you know your limits, huh?
You play as a very important person, with regards to the mission that you are doing. And it is a mission that has explicitly been planned for years. Well, sort of. There's some variations that are more recent. But you're not just some guy who showed up and all of a sudden fixed everything out of nowhere.
Okay, keep going. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. You are literally the son of the President of the United States. I mean, the United Cities. I don't think that qualifies as just some generic soldier guy. Also, he's not a soldier. Yeah, also, you're literally capable of coming back to life after you die, which is an extremely rare condition. That too. Even if you weren't, you know, the son of the President of the United States. Still pretty special. Leggy Strem? Is the Strem leggy for anybody else? Okay, good. Yeah, whoever was having a leggy strem, I recommend, like, just refreshing the page, maybe? Not sure what's going on.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sam is the president now? You're right. Yeah. His mom was the president. She's dead now. Amelie is MIA. That makes me the president of the United Cities! Yay! Yep, I keep complaining, and I'm gonna keep complaining. Of all games, for Kojima to finally decide, you know what, I'm not gonna do an MP3 player in this one. He decided to do it with his hiking simulator. How do you make these decisions, Kojima? You know, people, you got a reputation for being ununderstandable. But I thought I got you. I thought I got you like 99% of the time. But then you don't include an MP3 player in Death Stranding. Maybe that was one of the things that Konami supplied? There's no way. Kojima loves product placement so much. I mean, Death Stranding still has product placement. He went out of his way for the iPod and everything. That's probably it. Monster Energy drink. Never made an MP3 player. But still, they have multiple sponsors. Multiple sponsors is a thing. There's Ride with Norman Reedus. There's Monster Energy drink. And there's also the RF Ray? It's called something like that? The sunglasses? They were the same sunglasses that sponsored Metal Gear Solid 5. Also, thank you for the subscription, Sans. I forget if there were any others. I don't doubt it. I swear I remember somebody mentioned something like there was also product placement outfits or something? Like the characters were wearing like an actual brand or something somewhere? I never even noticed any of that at all. I'm curious what that was about. Or if that's even true in the first place. Imagine a few years later, people interview Kojima about the lack of it, and he responds with, "Oh, you never found it." Ah, it's the Rockman 9 secret all over again. I hope one day somebody finds the Rockman 9 secret. I'm kind of sad that the general consensus now is that it was made up to get marketing buzz. Even though, I need to point this out, the Rockman 9 secret. How could it be just something made up for marketing buzz? They didn't even, like, market it. It was a random forum post on the community forums. The thing I'm most suspecting now, though, is that the secret is actually something so obvious that nobody has even thought to comment on it. It's gonna be like, actually, did you notice that the pellets actually fire at the same height as Rockman 1's pellets? You see, they changed the pellet height in Rockman 2. Well, technically that's not obvious, but it's something nobody would comment on. If there was a secret, would have somebody have found it from data mining it? Not necessarily. If it's something you have to observe, as opposed to something that, you know, is like explicitly, you know, some actual thing that the game acknowledges. Like, for example, if a music track in the game is actually a remix of a song from a Sonic game, you're never going to know that from data mining. You're only going to know that from having played the Sonic game and remembering the song. It seems to be that it's something like that. It's something you have to observe, not something that you have to find. Pretty sure the Rockman 9 secret was made up, but why would you just make something up like that? Like, the actual context where the statement was originally made, it doesn't make sense to just make it up. It was an actual, like Capcom staff member. And they just said it, like, nonchalantly in the middle of a casual forum conversation. We've got multiple people on the staff who say that it's real. Oh, heck yeah! I'm a master. It's okay, it's fine. I've still got 59 milliliters. Yeah, Sam's got the right idea. Theory just now, there was a secret, but higher-ups deleted it. I mean, if we're running off the theory that it's something you observe, that wouldn't be something they could just delete without people noticing, probably. I'm willing to bet it's something stupid, though. I think it's even, like, the guy even said, if people knew what it was, they would be like, oh my god, that's what we wasted our lives for? That's stupid. All that fanfare, and for this? What if the secret is an inside joke? Who knows? Maybe it is. I'm not sure if any of the hints we've been given have anything to do with it being an inside joke or not. But yeah, it could just be, like, if you look at the shape of some of the stage layouts in a very specific order, they spell out the name of one of the staff members' dogs. Even that, I feel like that's too complex of a secret than what it probably actually is. I'm betting it's got to be, you know, like the pixel height thing, just some random dumb sort of reference to a prior game. Who knows? Maybe the secret is, did you know, actually, Rockman 9 is 16:9 aspect ratio. It outputs in 16:9 aspect ratio. Unless you're playing on the Wii, then it doesn't output in 16:9, does it? Or does it have a... If you're playing on the Wii, does it have a 16:9 like overlay thing? I'm pretty sure it's still a 4:3 game area, but it still outputs in 16:9, right? I can't remember. Wait. Do I just go in? Okay, I just go in. Secret could just be that one of the songs is a remix version of something else. Yeah, like, yeah, something like that.
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Di Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it. So I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Why are you giving me likes? Deadman was the one who did all the work.
It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the president's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes? A
frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both had the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles. But some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No. Only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that
Night, night, truck man.
umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands, and it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain, and since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the President is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures. 5.
Okay, was he giving that to Sam? I'm confused at this point, because he's always pointing at me. I just realized, I think that was clean when I got here. He actually cleaned up after me while I was gone, and then I got it all bloody again.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar melt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Harmony. We're counting on you, Sam.
Aren't you outside his house? Yes, I am. And also, he's supposed to be dead right now. They play fast and loose with this. 150 kilograms, oh god. It has to be all 5 containers. This is not gonna go well. Oh, God. Please tell me I'm still able to walk. No! I'm not still able to walk. Oh. So yeah, we've got a couple options. We could do it like this, or we could take 2 trips. You know what? Screw it. This is more fun. Welcome to my life. It is 2,270 meters away. This is the speed that we're moving at. Okay. I'll leave 1 in there, or I guess 2, probably 2. Take 3 first. Leave 2 in here. Aren't there a ton of mules on the way? Oh, no. There are terrorists along the way, actually. No, leave 4 and 5 behind. That way, you know, they're properly numbered. Now, it's still not good. But, we can at least walk. This is much faster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is more than 3 times as fast. Which is, I think, the necessary speed to make it worth it. Can you pick it up at a different spot? No. Private lockers are not linked together. If you leave something in a private locker, it stays in that private locker. Yeah, the terrorists aren't that big a deal, though, because you can just, like, walk around them. Or just run past them, though. Not sure if I should run past them. Considering they do have guns. Can't you just carry one by hand and throw it across the way, then it's gonna break. So not the best strategy. Wait. Oh, it's pointing me over there because I still have cargo there. Okay. I was worried for a second. Like, wait, am I heading in the opposite direction? It's a good thing this isn't a time delivery. Oh god, can you imagine? Being a postman has its UPS in towns. It doesn't work when you say it out loud.
Might be time for a new pair of shoes.
Get Sam new shoes? Oh, permaband. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just found a new strategy. If you're doing like an actual tripping trip, and you try to jump, Sam will stumble. Okay, that's not a very good strategy. Okay, it barely got damaged. We're fine. I guess you could say that Game Champ is in the Ask Me Anything zone. What? 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 I guess it's an Ask Me Anything night? Hey everybody in the chat, ask me anything. How is your day? Excuse me, please don't dox me. My day is my own private experience. Yeah! Strategy! On a scale of 1 to 10, how broken are his feet? 2. He has 2 broken feet. Are you hoping for more Strand-type games in the future? Hells yeah. Although I don't just want more of the same. I hope if the Death Stranding 2 is made, that they experiment a bit. Though usually I don't have to worry about Kojima experimenting a bit, so... Yeah, I can't really say what I would want in Death Stranding 2 for them to experiment with. But, you know, that's sort of the fun of it. Kojima surprises you with stuff that you didn't know you wanted. Well, I knew I wanted it. I just didn't know specifically what I wanted. Basically, I'm whining in the back seat going, Kojima! Give me video games! I want video games! And Kojima's like, what video games? What video games do you want? I'm Hideo Kojima. I want give me video games! Ah, jeez, okay. I guess I don't know. I have this new genre of video game called the Strand game lying over here. I'll whip something up. Also, my name is Hideo Kojima. So at Game Champ 3K, when I did the final delivery, I did feel I had an emotional connection with the game, and I didn't want it to... Aww. Yeah, I love this game. Yeah. It definitely doesn't end when you do the final delivery, though. Oh, wait, are you talking about the final delivery as in 100%ing it? Because, yeah. It takes a while to 100%. So there is a final delivery there. Oh, hot spring. Okay, sure. I forgot about this one. This one recharges my batteries. Yay. Will it recharge my stamina at least too, though? Okay, good, yes. So Kojima is just worse. Oh, don't do like that. My favorite human being is Super Smash Brothers. No, my favorite human being is Hideo Kojima. And my name is Hideo Kojima. Okay, so... Ooh. Now the terrorists are like all around that area. I'm wondering if I can just walk around the right side. That would be the closest to the chiral relay. I mean, Violet, though, I don't even have the pass, and I still was sort of mad. I mean, don't get mad at the video game for not including the content you wanted. Be mad at the entire idea of pre-ordering in the first place. And of course, definitely be mad at them for having, like, a pre-order of things you don't even know what they are. That may or may not even ever actually get made. Because keep in mind, there is always the risk that, they don't even make all the fighters that they promise. Yeah, be mad at them for shitty business practices. Don't be mad at them for they included a character you don't like in a fighting game. Is Death Stranding your favorite game of all time? It's not in the running because I played it too recently. It's disqualified. We'll see after the dust settles. What did you think about the final delivery? My final delivery, I think I, like, delivered, like, socks or something for the doctor. It was very anticlimactic. Yeah, I guess my whole opinion, though, on with regards to fighter choice is... fighters I like are cool. Fighters I don't care about are fighters I don't care about. And it's not worth caring about the fact that I don't care about them? When it comes to playing video games, I'm playing a game that somebody else made because they wanted to make it. I'm being invited into their house as a guest. If they have stuff in their house that I don't care about, I mean, who cares? It's their house. Now, if they have something really cool in their house that I really care about, then I'm going to want to get invited in there all the time. And pay for entry in there. That's... the metaphor isn't quite perfect, because I do have to pay for entry into the house. But still. Honestly, Byleth would have been alright if she wasn't the big final character. I mean, she technically isn't. But Super Wario Online! What? Wait, they announced Super Wario Online? Crit, get out of here! No way! The reason DS isn't my favorite of all time is because there just isn't that big of a variety in missions. I'm trying to twist this somehow into being about the Nintendo DS, but I don't know how I can convincingly misunderstand, quote-unquote, a variety in missions for something about the Nintendo DS's OS. The story and world building is great, and the gameplay is original. It's just a bit monotonous for a lot of it, and the world feels a little empty sometimes. Great game. There are just others that tick more boxes for me. Well, on the one thing, I feel that the game is actually it embraces the emptiness of the world. You know, there's like a feeling of solitude to it. Like, there's places, but there's not, like, people in them. And with regards to them feeling monotonous, I can totally understand that. However, I feel the game actually uses, you know, having the same mission structure for all the missions pretty well. Because it's less about doing any specific mission and more about doing as many missions as you can. Because generally, if it's a simple mission, you can multitask it. And it's about figuring out which missions to do simultaneously. That's the real game. It's less about doing the thing and more planning how to do the thing. It's not about drawing the X, it's about knowing where to draw the X. Yep. This stream's gonna get muted too. Every single Death Stranding stream has muted audio, I think. Maybe not the last one, because the last one was like only the cliff boss fight, I think. So, maybe we got lucky there. Imagine in 2010 and being told that Piranha Plant would be in Smash. I mean, I'd believe it. Joke characters are, like, a staple of Smash. Chip, I know you're probably sick of hearing this request. I know you're playing Death Stranding. It's not related to this. But I just keep hoping you'll pick up Frogman 3 again. Ah! I don't mind you asking that question. I actually was thinking of doing it sometime in the near future. I'm dreading it a little, though. I take a nap and wake up to GC growling. I'm so sorry. I woke Lead up. All the DLC characters were called broken when they were first released because people didn't know how to fight them yet. That's not true. I called Hero broken like months after Hero came out because I hadn't played the game till then. And yeah, Hero's broken. Hero is impossible to fight and impossible to play as. The worst of both worlds. Ridiculously OP, and it's like if you actually try to play as them, the controller stops working. Partial delivery. Let's go. Who wants to go do what we just did again? I don't, but I'm going to anyway. I really hope Sora is in DLC Pack 2. I think of all the characters that are like, you know, fan picks to get in. Other than Goku, I legitimately want to see Goku more in Smash than Sora. Just because, you know, Goku would, that would be very significant. Because it would mean acknowledging that licensed games are actually video games. I hate the stigma that licensed games always get. Goku is more a video game character than an anime character at this point, at least in my eyes. What is that beeping? Oh, I'm low on stamina. This is what happens when you're low on stamina. The game very much wants me to know that I'm low on stamina. I can see Crash or a Chrono Trigger character in, actually. Oh, yeah. With regards to Chrono Trigger, though, game's pretty old, and I don't think that there's much fan demand, and you need at least, like, one or the other, the game to be recent or for there to be fan demand. Have we ever seen any exceptions to that? I'm trying to think, are there any exceptions? Well, Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant hasn't been the main character of many games recently, at least. Okay, exceptions for DLC characters. And not Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant is special and doesn't count. Actually, even Piranha Plant, you know, you do have to factor in. Mario games still get games with Piranha Plants in them. Terry! Okay, yeah, we do have an exception, Terry. I don't think there was much fan demand specifically for Terry, unless maybe there was more in Japan. Could be that. Like, Terry is a completely natural fit to get into Smash, because, you know, he represents a gigantic fighting game franchise. But, at least in you know, English-speaking online culture that I'm a part of, I never saw many people even acknowledging that Terry exists. I've still yet to even play any of Terry's games. No, wait. I'm pretty sure Terry is in SNK vs. Capcom for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. So I have played at least one Terry game. Terry games? Why is that funny? He is from King of Fighters. He's from several different games. I mean, I'm guessing King of Fighters is like the main one, but there's more than one fighting game franchise that Terry is in. Like SNK versus Capcom. I guess I can say Byleth. Byleth is from Fire Emblem Three Houses, which came out, like, the same year. Remember, it's either fan demand or came out recently, one or the other. So Byleth still makes sense. Wait, Byleth first appeared in the What? Wait, Byleth first appeared in Fire Emblem Musou? Wait, you're joking. I thought Byleth was a main character of Three Houses. No way, you're lying. You're saying fibs. Was it like a special preview thing? Like you get to the super secret room in the game and it's like, you unlocked a character who doesn't exist yet. Who is this mysterious Byleth? And why are they teaching at a school? Oh, wait. Oh, the terrorists are up there. I thought I was farther than I actually was. I'm gonna die! Good thing I don't have any cargo on me for them to steal. I'm starting to think maybe that human detection thing was actually an optional upgrade. Because I still don't have it. Boom. Oh, Byleth first appeared in the quote-unquote the gotcha game. Oh, the mobile phone one. Okay. So yeah, it was like a promo for Three Houses, right? I wonder if they were nice enough to bring me closer to my destination. No. Or maybe? If they do manage to get Sora, do you think any other Disney stuff could get in with him, or just Kingdom Hearts original things? God, I really hope that they'd have Donald and Goofy too. Because, you know, Sora isn't just Sora. He's a team with Donald and Goofy. Like, at a minimum, you have to have Donald and Goofy with them. You know, it'd be like if they had Sonic in, but not Tails and Knuckles. Honestly, I think it'd be even worse than having Sonic in without Tails and Knuckles. Sonic's had games without Tails and Knuckles. Sora has always been with Donald and Goofy.
Come on, let's get this show on the road.
This ship runs on happy faces. This is gonna suck. Oh wait, I have full health now. I have a chance. There is a pattern in the DLC fighters that I have seen. Can you guess? They've all been characters in video games. Every single one of them had a cameo in Super Mario Sunshine. Recoded is ignored? Donald and Goofy were in Recoded as major characters. Or were you referring to something else? All of them have vowels in their names. No, you're lying. No, wait a second. Okay, let's see here. Piranha Plant, dang it. Okay, Piranha Plant got one. Who is DLC character? What? Joker. Ah! Okay, Joker's got him. Wait, what's Joker's real name? Not their, like, pseudo-name. What is Joker's real name? There we go. There we go. Let's see. What's Joker's real name? Ren/Akira. Dang it. Both of those have vowels. Okay. Hero? Hero is a name-your-own character! Hero... At least one of the heroes, I'm not sure how many, I'm pretty sure most of them, don't actually have names. Quote-unquote hero is just a pseudo-name for the main character of the Dragon Quests, and they're name-your-own characters. Aha! In fact, I named my character in Dragon Quest. Dang it. Name them Gamu. That has vowels. Okay, Dragon Quest 2, I'm gonna name my main character... It's gonna be awesome. Name them... Isn't that what I just said? No, Ren/Akira is the first names. If they are not, I will eat a shoe? What? Is there... Wait, multiple names? Like it varies? Persona games have a dark history of changing the main character's name. What? Anime and manga names. Okay. No, not anime and manga adaptations. I need the actual, legitimate, in-game video game name. Or is it that there is not one? Is that the case? That there is just not a name? It's a choose-your-own-name thing in Persona. Degnabbit. Okay, yeah, so even the very first of DLC Pack 1 is a name-your-own character. And their names? Game Champ, you watch anime? If so, which ones? Not very often. I mean, I love anime, but you know, if I've got the free time, I'm usually gonna spend it playing video games. Or actually even just watching Western animation. I spend a decent amount of time just watching Western animation. Like BoJack Horseman. I'm still in the middle of watching BoJack Horseman right now. Almost at the end. I've only been watching like one episode a day. Bah. Okay, I'll stop jumping, Sam. Jeez, what a baby. Wait, actually, going by height, I wonder if... You seen the Sonic movie yet? Not until it comes to streaming platforms. It is extremely rare for me to watch a movie in theaters, and yeah, Sonic movie is not going to be one of the ones that gets me out of the house. Which challenge run took the longest to complete? Breath of the Wild, no pausing, probably.
You've walked up worse.
Oh, come on! Was the Castlevania run dead? It was literally dead when I announced it. I don't know why people keep coming back to ask me. Yes, it's very dead. It is a corpse. It is no less a corpse than it was when I said it existed. I really do wonder if I could have just walked around this. But nah, I don't think there was too much of an option. Oh no, I think this is a BT area. Dag nabbit. At least. Maybe. What types of games do you prefer to play? I play all genres, but what do I prefer to play? God. Let's see. You know, I usually like to say third-person shooters and rhythm games, but I feel like I don't play them enough to really even say that, even though I do enjoy those a lot. In general, I love video games. I do love JRPGs, though I barely play them, because they take forever to play even one. Is this the last trip for cargo, or is the way to the cargo forcing an extra? Yeah, once we grab the cargo, we only need a second trip. So what time is it? Okay, it's 8:04. I think I'm definitely going to be ending the stream once we make this delivery. And then everything after that will be the final stream. Probably, assuming no unforeseen circumstances. Also, thank you for the subscription, Master. Have you ever done VR? I do, in fact, own an Oculus Rift. I don't stream VR, if that's what you're asking. I prefer not to, you know, stream games when I'm playing them casually most of the time. There's some exceptions. And VR in particular, you know, that's really something you don't want other people around for. At least, as far as I can tell the appeal of it. All according to plan. Any VR myths ideas? I'll tell you as soon as they release a single good VR video game. As it is now, like, I mean, there's a lot of cool proof of concepts, but not many things I'd really say are, like, fully fleshed out experiences. At least not that I've played or seen. The only VR game I could think of for a run is Super Hot VR, but that includes most runs you want to do after you beat the main game. I sort of wasn't including in that as a quote-unquote VR game. Games that aren't VR, that they reworked into VR. Also, Super Hot already requires you to do, like, the most obvious challenge run in order to 100% it in the first place. So, I mean, what else am I gonna do? Or, wait, nope. I feel like there's a bit of a sound delay right now. I'm gonna reset the capture software real quick. What are your thoughts on Resident Evil 7 on VR? I haven't played Resident Evil 7 yet. I haven't played Resident Evil 6 yet. I haven't played Resident Evil Revelations 2 yet. I haven't played Resident Evil Revelations yet. Okay. So yeah, these are the only two things we need. Let's go. Once we get there, I am going to be ending the stream. Just going to finish this delivery.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Were you ever a fan of Power Rangers or similar genre? I didn't really watch the original Power Rangers, which is like the one that anybody cares about. I think the Power Rangers is that I saw, that I actually watched and cared about. It was like, I think Lightspeed Rescue was one of the ones. I think pretty soon after that they did Time Force, and I watched both of those. But I wasn't really familiar with much of the other Power Rangers is. And then I found out that Power Rangers was a lie, and it was actually based on an anime. I need to watch the original Power Rangers anime first. I'm pressing the run button, and all it really does is zoom out the camera slightly. This is what running looks like. This is what walking looks like. It's not an anime, you heathen. It's tokusatsu! Gesundheit. I'm just joking around, I know. I know it's not an anime. Super Sentai, a lot of which are better than the American version, like the pirate one. There's a pirate one?! Wait, go back. There's a pirate one. Like, the entirety of it, of the show. Like, it's not just a one-off episode. The show is based around pirates. Space pirates! Okay, I'm slightly less interested. But still, pirates in general. I can get behind that. pirates that are legally obligated to do their fanciest dance moves before punching people in the face. So, you know, normal pirates. Oh, it's this direction. I guess that makes sense. I haven't strayed that far, and it's pretty far away. The newest one that I know of is Lupin Rangers, where it's a 3-ranger team that has a funny hat motif. So, the entire premise behind this show is that they wear funny hats. Like, that's it. That's the plot synopsis. In this rendition of the Power Rangers, they wear funny hats.
You belong on the other side.
It's Lupin, as in Lupin the Third? Wait, what? Go back? Is this a crossover? Holy crap, BTs are blind. I want to go into adrenaline mode. Lupin was the original thief who vanished, and the premise is the Lupin Rangers trying to get his treasures back from the Mafia to make a wish.
Gonna throw down?
Yep, sounds like everything I know about Lupin the Third. Although I know that the whole thing with Lupin the Third is they're based off of a Sherlock Holmes ripoff. Yeah, all my knowledge of Lupin the Third comes from the fact that, like, it did a crossover with Conan once. And I haven't even seen the crossover. Oh yeah. Midair. Wait, it didn't even do a crossover with Conan once. It did a crossover with Conan twice. They, like, did an OVA, and then they did a full-on theatrical movie. Dagnabbit, I was reminded that Detective Conan is a gigantic, like, multimedia franchise super hit in Japan. Meanwhile, in America, it's like, what? You mean Case Closed? That anime that was on Adult Swim for, like, half an hour, and I never watched it? I know quite a bit of vague information about lots of anime, despite not actually watching an anime episode since I was a kid watching Toonami. Lupin the Third isn't an anime, it's a manga. There's a difference. That's an anime adaptation. I'm actually getting kind of worried. We're lower on time than I expected. Walking around the world takes forever. Walking back and forth across the world takes even longer. If you get a chance, could you please check out Chroma Squad on the Switch? I might own it. I'm not sure. Is it Switch exclusive? Also, I will warn you that I generally don't, like, take you should play this game suggestions. Like, even if it's the best video game ever made, I've already got, like, a couple dozen of those on my backlog, so, you know. It's got a lot of competition. Still haven't played Symphony of the Night yet. Oh, wait. Where is the hot spring? Did I... Okay, it's a little bit to the right. Let's go ahead and stop there. There it is. Game Champ, you shouldn't play this game. It smells and isn't that popular. How dare you? It's probably the best game ever made. What's the name? I'm gonna play it and prove you wrong. This unknown game doesn't deserve this kind of hate. It's called Voodoo Vince. It's called Blinks 2. Both in the running for best game ever made. True. That water looks dirty. That's what you're concerned about. You're concerned that the water looks dirty, and not about the fact that it is surging with lightning. Have you played Octodad at all? Yes! Actually, I don't think I ever got all the achievements in it. I played Octodad at a weird time in my life where I was like, you know what? I don't need to do all the achievements to 100% games. Just, you know, it's not a big deal. And I was wrong. I need to get all the achievements. Oh wait, you were actually following up with something. You should do a challenge where you try not to hit anyone. I mean, I feel like that's not an extreme enough challenge. Like, it wouldn't be an interesting enough premise, I don't think. Oh, good morning, Kale. Thank you for spamming the thing that, for some reason, Streamlabs is constantly telling people to spam. I'm never going to click that link. But yeah, good morning. I hope you enjoy your stay. Will you be watching the Nintendo Direct on the 20th? Please tell me you're not lying. Is Master Shuckle lying? Master Shuckle says nope, but I feel like I need somebody else. Okay, Kale says no? As in Master Shuckle is not lying? It's true, it's an okay. No. I already know Animal Crossing is a video game that's going to be released. I don't need to watch a Nintendo Direct about it. If anything, I'll be better off not watching it so I can go into the game blind. You had me excited for a second. Big leak. You can now marry villagers. Badass. Awesome. You know, I wasn't very interested in the new game. I was like, you know, I've played Animal Crossing so many times. Are they really going to change the formula enough? But yeah, I think I'm going to play it now. I'm glad that the series is, you know, grown up with its audience. I like when they do that. We're almost there. It's in sight. If only there was a rolling mechanic. Like, you know, not just a tripping over and roll. There we go! Yeah, let's go! Ah, dang it. A little bit of a shortcut, at least. Morning, Banana. Hello, long-time YouTube watcher, first time watching on Twitch. I really enjoy your content. I was wondering what a minimalist challenge is. Could you please enlighten me? I recommend reading the description. Like it's, if you're on a desktop, it's like you just have to like scroll down. If you're on mobile, you sort of have to like look at the profile page or something weird. It's around there. What is that beeping noise? The sound of suffering. Can you cheat on villagers? Yes, but Mr. Rossetti gets mad at you. Because of course, you're playing as Miss Rossetti. Or Mr. Rossetti if you prefer. Mr. and Mr. Rossetti. There we go. I figured out how to run downhill. Nice. Too bad I figured out during the literal last part of the game when it could ever help me. Did you ever find the feet Easter egg? I have found multiple feet Easter eggs, so you're gonna need to be specific. Promotional material for Animal Crossing shows off new dragon or lizard villagers, also a series first. Like, we've had reptiles. I mean, technically, you know, not like explicitly a quote-unquote lizard or dragon, but we've had reptiles. I'm not even certain about the, like, no dragons or lizards thing. Are you certain about that? We've at least had, like, alligators and crocodiles. And done. Thanks for watching, everybody. Jesus. What is the timer on this one gonna be? I'm getting an S rank. My god. It tracks the part where I died. All it needs is the sound clip of Link going, "Uah!" Jesus. Okay. That delivery took 1 hour and 41 minutes. Wow.
Good job, Sam. Now access the terminal and bring the relay online.
It couldn't have actually taken that. I feel like that didn't take that long. Did it? Did it actually take 1 hour and 41 minutes? Seriously? Like I started that delivery when it was like 7-something? I feel like something doesn't add up there. I couldn't have actually been doing that long. I can't believe I managed to convince the Chiral Relay to join the UCA. I feel so special.
And with that, we're all linked up. Once you cross the tar belt, the end will be in sight. We're this close to Emily, to America's second chance. Edgenut City awaits. The staff we're sending will start by building a safe house. Over time, they'll expand their operations and establish a new facility. In doing so, they'll carry on the legacy of the brave souls lost to the tar. All thanks to you, Sam. Now, let's figure out how to get you across this tar belt.
Okay. We will figure out how to get across this tar belt later. I'm gonna save down there, though. I feel weird saving on top of this thing. So yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. Next stream should be the last one. I think. I hope. And then Death Stranding Minimalist will be done, and I can just make the video. For once. Wow, imagine. Game Champ doing his job. Just told me you're online, lol. Are you about to end? I'm so sorry, Glenn. Glenn the? Is it Glenn the or Glent he? I'm so sorry, Glenn. Wait, I gotta make sure. Just double save, just in case. Because, God, I wouldn't want to do that delivery again. Champ, all in all, from the Assassin's Creed games I've played, 4, not seen any regular lizard villagers, besides the bug-catching contest NPC. Yeah, I can't... I've only played the first 2 games and don't remember any lizards in Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. Dang, you've been on all day? I've been streaming for 3 hours and 46 minutes. I mean, like, little under 4 hours. I mean, that's a decent thing, but I wouldn't describe it as all day. Okay, yeah. We're done. Thanks for joining. So once it's done, I'll be able to work on the video offline. I think that's going to help. You know, not having to worry about the scheduling as much. Not having to worry about doing long sessions. If I'm just working on the video, I can do a little bit here, a little bit there. I like that. Okay, yeah. Almost done with Death Stranding again. It feels weird. Didn't I just almost be done with Death Stranding very recently? Okay, good night. Good night, and thank you for joining. Good night.